Guys, welcome back to my channel. 𝐁𝐥𝐚𝐤 here. I know it's been about a month since I uploaded last. I just honestly, I've been away for a while to regroup. I hadn't really felt like reading, which is unfortunate. And if you don't read, you have nothing to talk about, right? So I just took a little mental break considering everything that's going on with COVID-19. I was in a reading slump. I hope that everyone is staying safe out here. It's a crazy time. It's a scary time. And I hope everyone is staying safe and holding their families just a little closer than normal. And appreciating them a little more. Because you just don't know. You just don't know. This is a very scary time. But I want to keep things light and bright. And since I didn't read very much for the month of March, who doesn't like a book haul, right? I love getting books. I love being sent books. I love being gifted books. And so I'm titling this book my Black Girl Magic book haul. So every character and the authors are all Black women. The protagonists are all Black women. So this is chock full of some good stuff. So we're gonna start off with the first book that I hauled, and that is I Wish I Had a Red Dress by Cleage. I know that Cleage is a prolific writer, and I have been recommended books by her a million times over, and I've just never gotten a chance to pick any of her stuff up. I know that this book is about a woman who is recently widowed, and she's trying to pick up the pieces of that. And she has her own little female tribe of women that help to uplift her and to keep her sane. And I think this is going to be something that is uplifting for any woman of any age who is looking to reinvent themselves and to just have a fresh start. So I'm excited to see what is found in these pages. I actually have another book by Cleage, but I'm not going to talk about it. That one is let me see if I can remember. What Looks Like Crazy on an Ordinary Day, but I'm not going to talk about that one because that one is, I'm going to be discussing that with my book club, and I don't want to spoil it for them if they're tuning in right now. So my next book I picked up because the title alone caught my attention, and that book is called Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. Who wouldn't pick that up? I mean, you'd have to try to figure out what's going on with that, with the title alone. The cover is beautiful. Let's talk about that first. It's just eye-catching, and it just draws you in. But that title, ooh, Lord. I don't know, again, I don't know very much about this as well. I do know that it is about a woman who hears this phrase a lot. Her grandmother, who is a white woman, and struggled with the civil rights movement, and growing up at that time, I know that she would mention that to her granddaughter a lot, or say that phrase to her granddaughter a lot. So I want to see, you know, what that all has to do with. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what's going on here also. But I'm excited to pick this one up. Next is actually a memoir, and that is The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. I wasn't going to pick this up. I don't know. I love Tiffany Haddish. I think she is a really funny comedian. But I don't know. I don't know if it was going to fit my fancy. And I think it will, because I was able to flip through it a little bit. And just from the page or two that I mentioned, from her introduction, I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be a funny one, which I should have expected. But it talks about her life and what she went through to get to where she is. And it's a quick read too, so I should get through this pretty fast. Considering what's going on in the world, I need quick, fast, upbeat reads. So I'm excited to pick this one up. All right, so the next one is actually one that is the only one on this list that I have read personally, and it is close to my heart because my mother's bookshelf was kind of off limits as a kid, but that didn't stop me from reaching on her shelf and picking up what I wanted. Some things were a little more mature for me, but I just decided to grab them anyway, and I hope she's watching. But if she is watching, I'm sure she remembers this book, and that is Coffee Will Make You Black by April Sinclair. This is, if memory serves me correctly, it is a coming of age story about a girl growing up during the Black is Beautiful movement, the Black Power movement, and just trying to find her way as a young girl. I think she, if memory serves me correctly, she's navigating her sexuality also and what that means as a Black young girl. There's a lot of stuff going on in here, but it is definitely close to my heart because I remember picking this up and thinking I shouldn't be reading this, but I can't put it down. And I might have been about 10 or so. But I read voraciously, and I wanted to read anything I could get my hands on, and this was one of those. So I decided to pick up a copy for myself. And the last book on my list is probably my most anticipated book of 2020. As soon as I heard about this, I got really excited. It is another autobiography by the one and only Alicia Keys, and it came out in March or so, and it is beautiful. And it's called More Myself, a novel by Alicia Keys. And look at that cover, y'all. Look at that cover. It's just raw. She doesn't have any makeup on. I think this is a book where she's just gonna let everything hang out, and I hope to learn a little more about her. I mean, she's amazing. I grew up listening to her. I still do, and I just want to kind of get an idea as to what's going on with her home life, what she had to go through to get to where she is, what some of her struggles are, because I think, we as people want a little more of a glimpse into our favorite celebrities' lives. So I'm excited. I think I'm gonna pick this one up first in April, just because I've been waiting for it for so long and anticipating it for so long. So I'm really grateful to finally have this in my hands. All right, guys, this one is a short video, but if you've read any of these books and you have any suggestions as to which one I should pick up first, please leave a comment and leave those suggestions for me. I'll be glad to hear them. If there's any videos that you would have suggestions as far as what you want to see next, please feel free to let me know. Like I said, this is a journey that we're going to be on together, and so any suggestions, any feedback you have, I'm all ears. Until we see each other again next, keep reading. Everybody stay safe, and I will see you guys soon.